a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we're just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with Tom Brady and the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. Hello, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. They'll be led out by the only 6-time Super Bowl champion in league history. In his 20th season now, Tom Brady.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
With a former Super Bowl hero, it's James White. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Muscling free near the 40. A good pickup of 6 there on 1st down. Now, how many times have we seen that? 3rd down and Tom Brady turning to old reliable Julian Edelman. Of course, no Rob Gronkowski now. Edelman, the main holdover, the 33-year-old who was the Super Bowl MVP last season. Brady's throw there complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll set them back 5.
Still 2nd down.
The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Brady deferring to White on the draw. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Now Brady on the bootleg. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. This is one thing you can't do with Tom Brady. Let him get in a rhythm. Let him get rolling early.
Every time you talk about Tom Brady or any other great quarterback, you always talk to the defensive guys and say, you got to get him off his spot. What they mean by that is when you go back 3-step, 5-step, 7-step drop, and they just hit the same spot, and then they're set up to throw the ball, get them to move a little bit, get them to hold the ball. And the pressure that affects just about any quarterback, right up the middle. Remember the Super Bowl? Atlanta's best success came up the middle pressure, what we call gut pressure.
Here's Brady, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Julian Edelman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here are the Bills now under 3rd-year man Sean McDermott. They'll be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback from Wyoming, Josh Allen.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And he finds Tyler Croft. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
From midfield, here's Allen. On the completion, Frank Gore. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. And the grab by Croft. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball is thrown.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
On play action, Allen. And his throw is incomplete. Tyler Croft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And it's second down. The starters defensively now for the Patriots. They're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Now a man closing in on 15,000 career rush yards, Frank Gore. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Allen now on first down. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Hauschka with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
These two teams all tied after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. There's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Ed Oliver brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you give 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's got a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. Thomas, the 9-year vet. Of course, all those great seasons with Denver. 5 straight 1,000-yard campaigns in Denver. Dealt to Houston at the trade deadline last year, and now trying to work his way back off an Achilles tear. And if healthy, he can certainly be a big asset for Tom Brady. Brady's throw caught by Thomas. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. first down. Here's White. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get off field and steal some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. You see his upper body. I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. Then tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, two teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now on second down, this is Gore. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Allen. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And now Edelman. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Patriots take over. Tom Brady and the Super Bowl champs ready for their next possession. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the draw, it's White. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
On first down, it's White. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And a dump off to White. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Brady. This is White on the screen. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady, pass incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. 30, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, 76 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. This is taken at his 4.
relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. Special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Brady now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was third in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score. Last year in the divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 receptions for White. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
And it's caught. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll try and run with Harris. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. From back at the 3 now. This is third and goal. From the gun, it's Brady. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
That's it, baby. We go work.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Allen now looks to throw. He's got Gore. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Check right 21. Oh, you got deep?
On play action, Allen. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Allen now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Allen to throw. To throw again. And he finds Beasley complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Hauschka's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So, all right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A big play here for Buffalo. 44 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Gore. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double team.
And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Allen going to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's John Simon with a sack.
But no takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. It's caught. Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Cole Beasley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have once again taken the lead.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
Hauschka now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Julian Edelman and the rest of the offense back onto the field now. And individually, he's done his thing with the 2 touchdowns. Bottom line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Brady gives this to White, and that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Brady caught by the tight end Watson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now Brady. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. They'll run with White. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? Yeah, down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Brady now to throw. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Back now in Buffalo. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Tom Brady needing a 4th quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the 4th quarter like they are now. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Brady. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Got Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Allen's throw is complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brady, he's going to air it out for... They've got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38. But we know Dorsett can make those plays with that top-end speed. You think back to the Combine 5 years ago when he ran a 4.33. And now in his 3rd season in New England after 2 in Indianapolis. But only 290 yards last year. Patriots want to utilize him more.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They run the draw play. This is White. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field. And that brings up 4th. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. We come to the stadium. We hope to have the chance to witness something great. Here they've got an opportunity at a game-winning drive.
And just reduce the magnitude of it. Just break it down. Make it simple. Fun, pitch and catch, all the easy stuff. And as the drive goes on, I think that nervousness will go away and give them a chance to make all the big throws necessary to get it done.
I don't know. It's not going away, I don't think, up here in the booth. Exciting times. Let's see what happens. On play action, Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 again.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
We call that sack look.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Watch the pass.
Back to throw. Allen. And the grab by Croft. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw. Caught by Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. In for the score, as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Now to send this one away following the score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Brady and the Patriots now down 31-30, under a minute 20 to go. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on 1st down. Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. He's back to throw. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. The catch and run good for 24 yards. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Brady's saying let's go as he'll hustle him to the line. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. But really nice knockdown. He gets so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man. Because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is a big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. They're all through up in Detroit, and it was the Chiefs who emerged victorious. Patrick Mahomes, 2 touchdown passes in the W. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch the shot.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair. Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot. So for the Pats, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew.